Yes, hello, my beautiful people out there, my friends. Hello, sprinkles, sprinkles, sparkles, sparkles, bunch of pizzazz, and all that jazz. I think I got it right. I haven't reviewed my past one, so I still don't know if that's correct. But hey, listen up, guys. Just a real quick hey, and yeah, you know what? I don't like the way the light's shining on me. I don't like, because when I have light shining on me, like the gray and the white, just like, and right now my hair looks so dry and like frizz, and I'm not liking it. So yeah, maybe if I wouldn't have said anything, you wouldn't have looked at it so much. But there it is. How can I not when that's what I see when I'm looking at myself right now? Okay, well, there you have it. So I just wanted to say hello, and this is pretty much our last week at school, and then next week is our finals, and I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, I have one online. And then I went up to him yesterday and I said, kind of like saying, did you put the study guide up? Yada, yada, yada. And he's like, Lydia, you'll be fine. You're going to ace it. It's only like 25 questions. So that made me feel good that he had the confidence in me that I would ace it. Do I have that confidence in myself? Not really. No. The other class that I have, and it's online as well, but she has made an exception with me to do it in person because I seem to really be struggling online with doing statistics, the formulas, and just my comprehension of when I read the question. A lot of the word problems, the way the wording is just like, it doesn't really click that easily with me. And so the answers, the multiple choice answers, you eliminate what you can, but then I'm still stuck with the two, right? Like, okay, they both sound so correct, so which one do I choose? This last exam I did a whole lot of guessing, and I told her, I feel like you're wasting your time because I'm just like, I'm guessing most of it. So anyhow, the whole reason as to why she's made this exception for me, and the reason why she's doing it in person, that's a whole nother story that I don't want to get into because it takes a lot of time. I feel like it takes a lot of time. I already did one of my finals already. She told me I was good. I was a good storyteller because it was about storytelling. I'll explain that later, possibly. So yeah, one of the things that I wanted to mention, and I don't know if it's a good idea to mention it because it takes a long time to get into, but it's something that just rubbed me the wrong way, and it always does every time I hear it now that I know the history, like the true history, is when I hear pastors speak about the history of America, and it's always the white men that say this. And they're like, our nation, da 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 da, we're getting away from our Judeo-Christian ways, da 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 da. Well, and our nation was built on a foundation. Well, you know what our foundation was built on? It was built on the blood of the native people that lived here. But that seems to get ignored by all these white pastors. The one I was listening to was Greg Laurie. I love his teaching. I really do. His teaching is fabulous, but when he starts talking about the history and how our nation was built, if you could visualize a rooster, I was just like, or maybe a bull. Maybe a bull would be a better one. Anyways, so yeah, dude, this is so. So you know what I do? What I've started to do now? When I hear anyone, all of them, I just pray for them. I was like, Lord, please educate them. Please tell them. Because I can't do that. I'm not able to do that. Because I'm not able to reach Greg Laurie or any of these other pastors I hear. But I'm able to reach the different people around me, right? And so any chance I get, I like to share the true history, and I have before to mostly to white people that is uneducated in ethnic studies. And like recently, not too recently, but I went to a lunch with a bunch of ladies, and one of the ladies was talking about, oh my goodness, white privilege. How can they say that, white privilege, when there's so many poor white people out there? So at that time, I didn't go into it. I texted her later, and I said, and I described it. I said, look, unless you live it, unless you see it, you're not going to truly understand, or unless you've been educated. And I went into a couple examples of what my grandma and myself had gone through when I was little. I told her how we were ignored at a jewelry counter in a department store. And so I told her that how she helped all the other people, and they happened to be white. And so I told her that example, and I told her a current story of my son, of every time when he gets pulled over by the cops, because he likes to drive fast. Every time he gets pulled over, one of the first questions I ask him, are you on parole? So these are the questions. These are the things that I shared with her, and I said that is a part of white privilege. So that doesn't happen to you. That you don't get that. That doesn't happen. And I said, unfortunately, there are poor people of every ethnic background, and I said with Native American Indians being on the bottom. So, all right, so I really should get going, and I'm going to get going. And I just want to stop in to share a little bit of my frustration of different things I hear. So right now it's my class is at 10:30, so it's about 10:15. And I'm gonna get going, and love you guys. Bye.